It's a summer evening, and I decided to let the horses stay out some a little bit longer so they can play in the sand place. And I always like to observe horse behavior, play, and when horses this little Tibor is pretty fast. When horses play, it's a sign of them being happy. These guys that don't have hunger, they go out in the field, they have a day program. It's not always the same. I don't say we have always the same, but there are some basic rules. In the morning, they eat. I have to laugh over Tibor, sorry. In the morning they eat, and then 12 o'clock they go outside, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. And then in the evening they come in, and then it's working time. Then we work, then we play. And little Tibor is taking this very serious. To be true, I think it's 9 o'clock in the evening or something, so it's a little bit dark. But since this game is so, well, it's impressive in one way, and Tibor is very persistent. But observing your horses will give you a lot of insight in who the horse is. Is he curious? Is he playful? Is he happy? Do they fight? And this is playing with fire. I mean, one of them is a stallion, the big grey one is a stallion. Still, they know each other, and they also know more or less how to play. I have to laugh over Tibor because Tibor is very persistent in you play with me now. You see, ooh, that was, you can see. Oh, that was real. At least he heard him. But as you can see, horses do not revenge or something. And Tibor is standing in the corner. He's not threatened. It's the other way around. Little Tibor is more or less threatening this grey horse. You can hear his voice. With I should be standing there. Never mind. This is all about emotions, and this is the charge. This is the way stallions impress their mates, impress the other stallions, and say, "Hey, you," and there comes a dirty word. You're not gentlemen. I like you. I want to fight with you. I challenge you, and that's what these two are doing. This is play. This is play, and they just Tibor hit Juicioso, but that was because Juicioso was not on time. But it's play. It's play. It's all games, and they have breaks, and they have then it gets rougher. Wow, that was a Tibor attack. Did you see that? Tibor, his secret weapon is to jump from downstairs to the throat of the bigger horse, or run in front of and then give a big bite, quick bite in one of the front legs. It's humoristic, I think, and you can see that normally stallions don't kick. Tibor had learned this because he was mounted and sexual, more or less abused. So he learned to kick behind. But the grey one will not kick towards little Tibor, which is typical stallions. Mares do kick. Oh, I'm standing on the wrong place, but you can hear the smell. I will be silent for a while. Impressing, walking together, making yourself beautiful, and being aware of not to be bitten by this little Tibor terrorist teeth. I mean, he can bite. I know he can bite. Kabul in the past was injured by Tibor, the little Tibor, having fun, running, and then give a bite in the head of Kabul, who was easy grazing, who didn't expect anything to happen. I thought, and that's why we decided to geld little Tibor, because of this biting issue. He never bit me. Don't be afraid. He never ever bit me. This is a break. This was a break. You saw it? This was a good break. And Juicioso, I think Juicioso wants to do something else. I'm not sure. Tibor attack. I cannot. Tibor just always play. These are the it looks almost like a bullfight, you know. Bull standing in front of Matador, and then attack. Attack. I have to say that I always say that horses don't really don't really hurt each other, but somehow Little Tibor sometimes gives me. He might be the exception on the rule because Tibor can surely bite, even though I can focus in. I think I can come very close. No injuries, even though there was a bite. No injuries, no real injuries. Just a little bit of slimy stuff out of the mouth of little Tibor. Look at the beautiful way of synchronizing, walking together, saying as man to man, I'm the tallest, I'm the strongest. But the persistence of Tibor is for Juicioso pretty impressive. And Tibor knows perfectly. I'm so sorry I have to laugh over this because it's break. It was a short break. I have to laugh over this because little Tibor is he's so experienced with big horses, with stallions, with geldings. He had them all and he can have them all, which is true because little Tibor is really smart. He's developed. He's pretty developed in how other horses behave and how he can influence the behavior of the other one. And then if you're saying in ranking, well, I would almost doubt the ranking of Tibor. I mean, Tibor looks up to the big boys, but he definitely doesn't step aside. Hey, your friend is doing something. Wait. Wait. Say, oh, that's nice. He waits. He waits. You see it? He does wait. It's typical mouth games, typical males. He just waited and now he's going to smell. What did my friend do there? Was just taking a roll. That's a moment for Tibor. Tibor attack. That will be a Tibor attack. Look at the bull standing. Look at him watching. He's going to do the same as his friend, saying, I was here. This is male gravity. Males do this. They poo over the poo of the other one to say, I was here last. And, well, I must be mistaken, but it looks as if Tibor just has thought up a new tactic, or at least saying, okay, we're going to play again. We're going to play more. Should I stop talking? Because I think this is such a beautiful moment. Two horses playing fair play. Tibor attack. Tibor attack. And he's really playing like come to me, run with me, play with me. You play now. So when we're talking about leadership, I would almost say I think little Tibor has a quite important part in who is in charge here. I think I am, but Tibor makes me doubt. Tibor attack. You saw it. There are lots of Tibor attack, and Juicioso really is polite, impressing because he cannot turn. Juicioso is also like a deer. He's very elastic, but Tibor is fast and persistent. You hear the smelling. There's another. This is typical male behavior. This foreleg up, it's an expression of power. It's an expression of the emotion, exciting emotion. But somehow it seems that Juicioso doesn't really know what to do with him. It was a Tibor attack again, frontal. Tibor, by standing there in the front, he really has the role of the role of the attacking Tibor attack. I'm sorry. Keep distance, idiot. I mean, he's talking very clear. It's very clear games. They're playing these mouth games, you see? Again, a Tibor attack. It's play, it's still play, it's no fight. Nobody is injured, nobody gets wounded. challenging the other one. Looks a little bit angry. It's not. It's play. And I'm very happy to see this, that they developed this way, that they are break. You saw the break sound of the neighbors. The neighbor has also horses, so, and Juicioso of course has to be. He has to know everything around him. He has to know where everybody is. I have the idea that there will be a Tibor attack. Yes. Oh dear. Tibor attack. I'm gonna stop this fight. If I would leave them tonight here together, they will be exhausted tomorrow morning because they don't stop. So because they're living with me, I also have to offer them rest and their moment of being themselves. That's why you'll many times see them inside. Not that they're always inside. They're at least minimum half a day outside. But they're also inside, that's true. They also live in the stalls where they get fed and where they get their rest. But no excuses. That was a Tibor attack. And Juicioso didn't notice. I think he was distracted. This is the place where Tibor sleeps. He's a real terrorist, though. Tibor notices that he's not watching. Yeah, Goose, you have to be aware. Break. You see this little guy controlling the situation completely.